And then we're going to test the microphone check. 1, 2, what is this? With the roughneck business. Never had a cavity. All right, let's check it. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Girl. We are down here, girl. We don't have nothing to talk about. I saw a child abduction. Girl, listen to this story. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let the diva know you stopped by. Okay. I'm in badly need of a pedicure. I need to go get a pedicure while you playing. So what is up, everybody? Hope everybody's doing well. You guys are down here. We are down here, girl. We're doing our thing, living our life like it's golden. I just came off of a walk, me and Maxine, and then made myself some coffee. I actually smoked a little. I think it's like 1 gram. I think it's like 1 gram. A little 1 gram, a little. What do you call this? Croissant. A little croissant. A little plain croissant. No chocolate in it. Chocolate croissants are so good. Y'all like chocolate croissants? I do. Anyways, so you see how that ADD works, child? Anyway, so I had this. It's so little. Look how little it is. It's just this right here. And I was going to smoke it while I was walking, but then I don't know what happened. Why wasn't I smoking when I was walking? Oh, my headphone went down. So I had to like hold my phone and listen to it while I was walking. And some of the things that I saw, one was a child abduction where the father was there, but when the people came to abduct the child, he ran into the house instead of fighting the people who were trying to take his child. I think somebody is lying about men being natural protectors and providers. I think that's a lie. I actually think that's a lie from the 7th corner. Ding, 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 ding. There it is. 7th corner of hell. There's a lie that men are natural protectors and providers. Y'all got to get out of that. That man left that first. The crazy part is the child was riding the bike. The father was in the car along with the child riding the bike. Then the people pulled up in the driveway, blocked the father. When they got out of the car to grab the child, both the father and the child ran. They grabbed the child. Where is the daddy? How come he didn't turn around? Was he going to get his gun, or was he? I don't understand. I don't even know where it was. I saw that this morning and I was like, somebody is lying about these people being natural protectors and providers. I'm not sure where that came from. I think it came from that lying ass Bible. I don't understand. Did you really just attempt to insult a man by saying that men are feminized? Because a feminine person is the actual natural protector and would have protected the child. So saying that the man is feminine is a way to insult him for being like a woman, but a woman would have protected her child. So here it is. Here's the story. It says, neighbors' newly released surveillance footage shows a terrifying moment of 7-year-old Jamal White was kidnapped at gunpoint in Milwaukee. It all went down Friday night near North 61st and Hustis, sparking a statewide Amber Alert and nearly 24 hours of panic before he was finally found safe Saturday evening. In the video, Jamal is seen riding his bike from the park while his dad drives alongside of him. A white Jeep pulls up, turns around, and blocks their driveway. 2 people hop out. One appears to have a gun and runs after Jamal's dad, who is running inside the house, while the other chases Jamal. Seconds later, the suspect is seen carrying Jamal and shoving him into the Jeep. His aunt, Simone White, told WISN 12, "I'm glad he's okay, but I still can't rest." Who does that to a 7-year-old?
Okay, but it's kind of like, it's like I still can't rest because who would do something like this to a 7-year-old?
This new video 12 News obtained Monday shows the Jeep parked on the side of the street Friday night. It starts to move as Jamal is spotted riding his bike on the sidewalk, returning from a nearby park. The boy's aunt says her brother was driving the sedan, following alongside his young son. The camera catching the white Jeep turning around, then later blocking the end of their driveway. Two people got out of the Jeep simultaneously. One, who appears to be holding a gun, tried following the man into the house. The other chased the little boy down the driveway. Seconds later, the suspect comes back into frame with Jamal in his arms, putting him into the Jeep. Do you have answers as to why in the world this happened yet?
We don't have any. I'm glad he's okay, but it's kind of.
Jamal's dad and other relatives can be seen running outside as the Jeep speeds off. The Amber Alert went out around midnight, 5 hours after the abduction. Cops found Jamal the next day around 6 p.m. inside a home near North 39th and West Lloyd, about 7 miles from where he was taken. We can't thank the community enough. If people didn't care, we might not have found him. Police still don't know the motive of the suspect or if the suspects knew the family. Jamal is currently with Child Protective Services while his family waits to bring him home. I said, I thought men were natural protectors and providers. What's happening? What's going on? Is somebody lying? I used to think women were natural nurturers and brought peace. Guess we've all been lied to. You told your mother that? Yeah, go talk to your mother about that. Go talk to your mom about that. Feminization of men, girl. They ain't built like they used to be. These men are not protectors or providers anymore. I need for all of y'all to go read the book called The Way We Never Were by Stephanie Coontz, Coontz. Please go read that, so that whatever you thought you saw on TV, the way that families were on television, is not actually how families are in America. They're not. This reinforcement that men are natural protectors and providers is what another lie under this system. It is another lie. Leaving your son out there to get kidnapped, that's why he was screaming for his dad, because you were right there. They took the child because they couldn't get the dad. He knows exactly what's going on here. They weren't there to kidnap that baby. They would have had to kill me, and that's no internet cap. I would have died protecting my son. The father not only ran in the house, but ran in the house and closed the door and leaves his son outside. You'll have to shoot me about mine. Daddy would never see the baby again. The dad knows exactly who they are. Gun or not, I'm not running or leaving my kid. I don't give a fuck. A real mother would never take me too, or kill me. You're not taking my son, gun or not, right? I don't think that the dad set up his son to be kidnapped, but it does look like he was kidnapped due to the father's involvement with those people. Yeah, the dad took off in the house. The dad owes somebody or did something to somebody. Ain't nobody kidnapping no little black boy in broad daylight for nothing. Ooh, he'll probably never look at his dad the same again. Right. Your protector ran. That is some diabolical shit. Y'all let me know if you heard about that story and what you think about that. That's what some of the comments say. The father not only ran in the house, like he ran in the house. Don't send that back. Don't send that baby back with that man. So I thought the kid was screaming was bad enough. Now to know the father left him, right? Because I saw it yesterday, and when I saw it, I thought the kid was driving by himself, like on the street by himself, and riding his bike in his neighborhood, right? That's what I thought. I didn't know the father was there with the child. That's crazy actually when you think about it. It really is. Let me get my stuff right. I thought I had it right. I'm looking for this is what I was looking for. I'm not messing with these glasses, even though there's like a big fingerprint right there. Okay, it came off. And I didn't even wipe this off. So we might not have a oh girl, did you see that? It was like exposure. All right, so anyways, so that was one of the first things that I saw, and I was like, what in the HE double hockey sticks is going on? Right, it's very telling that his natural instinct wasn't to grab his kid. Like I don't understand. I don't get it. They're not like they used to be, girl. That's not what you do. Girl, I literally need y'all to um go read The Way We Never Were, so you can see what is up. House Republicans blocked the release of the Epstein files, girl. We all know who's in there. There's no need to release them. They're always trying to figure out how to protect people. Um, Trey Songz. Did we talk about Trey Songz? Trey Songz is accused of assaulting a hired photographer, allegedly punched him in the head and broke his two cameras. Police are investigating. And I said, well, if he doesn't go to jail for raping and assaulting women, at least he can go to jail for assaulting a cameraman and a photographer. Like Trey Songz needs to be in jail. He is a menace to society, and the reason why it gets worse. I almost say it on every video. Where there's no consequence for the behavior gets worse. It persists and it gets worse. He needs to be taken out into the field and put down. He is a danger. He is. And he gets mad at people because he's like a simp. He's a lame. He's a nigga who, like, literally, it was years ago. I called him a can I get a hug nigga. Somebody got in my comments, was like, I went to school with Trey Songz, and you're absolutely right. He's one of them corny ass dudes that nobody wanted to give the time of day. And I think because of his face, when he came out to the public, people were like, oh my God, the same way they feel about Chris Brown, right? It's like their attractiveness erases their violent nature. Okay. And so that's what makes people vulnerable, because you see somebody that's attractive and you assume that they're a good person, right? That's the halo effect. You seeing someone attractive and assuming that they are an upstanding good person. No, Trey Songz, go look. Trey Songz has so many instances with women where he took the hug. He wasn't even asking for the hug anymore. He took it. BB Rexa has a story about him pushing her up against the wall and trying to kiss her and talking about, let's do this. And she was like, what? And then rejected him. Like, and then he's the type, again, if I get rejected, I'm going to react violently. If you see me getting rejected, I'm going to react violently. We saw that other clip of him. He got sued by that woman who he grabbed her breasts and he said, titty in the hole. Like, this is corny, weird shit. And like, it's almost as like they've never been around women before. That's how they act. They act like they've never been, like those can I get a hug ass niggas. Another one is Jason Derulo. Another one is academics. Those niggas who just in social, like school, none people really paid attention to them because they were corny. And so in order to get attention from girls, they would walk up and, can I get a hug? Can I have a hug? You know those niggas that I'm talking about. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Trey Songz, Jason Derulo, them corny ass, can I get a hug niggas? And when they get older and they get access to money, y'all saw academics out there on a boat with somebody's daughters. And everybody in the comments was like, oh, I'm glad I can pay for myself. Oh, I'm glad I'm not looking for a man to trick on me. And because y'all be looking for men to trick, but then they be ugly. And then that's what gives them the false idea that they're something about them is attractive. And then those men who aren't attractive without their money are actually resentful towards women. They don't like women because they know without the money that women would actually not look in their direction. Like academics, no woman would look in academics' direction if they didn't see him on camera, on television. Those kind of women with that mindset think, oh, I'm going to get close to him. And then also they get close to him trying to get closer to who he's in proximity to. So those kind of men are resentful towards women because they know without their resources, a woman would not look in their direction. No woman in her right mind would look in academics' direction. Academics literally looks like a yam sitting there. He looks like a yam, a sweet potato, a yam. He looks like a potato. He looks like a root vegetable. And so Trey Songz got into it. Okay, so this is a guy. It says, witness of the Trey Songz assault speaks, says Trey tried to pop off on a girl prior to the incident with the photographer. Once again, in a disagreement with a girl who was probably rejecting him, right? Exactly. So let's see what this witness says to Trey Songz.
Boy Trey Songz is a psycho. He tried to pop off on a girl tonight, and because he tried to pop off on a girl tonight, he thought somebody was recording him. He smacked the phone out of dude's hand, and then my man's was recording. You know what I'm saying? He walked up to my man's and ripped his camera out of his hand, threw it on the floor, and grabbed the nigga by his head. Bro, you're going to court.
An old boy who said you going to court, who he assaulted. Hold on, let me pause it. The guy that the photographer who looks like he assaulted, he looks like he's either North African or something. He looks like that. Like he looks like he might be Persian or Eritrean. He might something. You gonna get sued, buddy. And I hope that you get in trouble. Like I hope you are held accountable for your actions, because you going off on a girl, somebody's recording you, and you're mad because you're being recorded. You don't want anybody to see you assaulting women. But I hope y'all are telling your daughters to tell their friends, to tell their friends, to tell their friends. Men like Chris Brown, Trey Songz, men who are attractive and violent, they're going to be violent towards you. They're not going to spare you, right? You're pretty just like them. But just because you're pretty does not mean that you cannot be victimized by a pretty ass, dancing ass, singing ass nigga. You can't. That doesn't mean that that's not going to happen to you. And the Yelp reviews on all these men are public. That's why when it's a like private citizen and they're duped by a man because they didn't do any like research on the man, they didn't Google the man. I don't know why y'all don't Google men. I don't know why y'all don't use your resources to pay what $15 for a background check. Like I don't understand. I don't even think they're $15. I think they're less than that. Like I don't get it. But with private citizens, it's different because you don't know the man until you know the man, right? That's why on these dates, y'all need to ask for references, right? Are you looking to start a business with this person? Why wouldn't you ask for references? How did he do business prior to you? What kind of business person? What were his business dealings, and how were they dissolved before you? If a man tells you that he doesn't want you to talk to the previous person that he was involved with, then I would have a problem with that. I think there needs to be more vigilance in, like, I guess you want to say vetting, but you really can't vet because people lie. But if you say, I'm going to do a background check on you, or get his name, find out his government name, and do a Google search, try to find his Facebook, like do your research. But these public figures, that's completely different. And that's why I don't know. I feel like I want to feel sorry for these women, but I can't feel sorry for them because they are documented violent men. and women still find themselves around them, alone with them. And I'm like, I don't know who y'all think is unless I don't understand, because the what you think you're doing something consensual. And for him, for a lot of men, when they're SAing a person, it has nothing to do with sex. It has everything to do with power, domination, and control. And that's what they want, to put women in those vulnerable states with this pretty ass nigga. And now you are in a vulnerable position, and he has now harmed you. And then when you go out and tell the public he harmed you, everybody's going to be like, why the fuck were you around Trey Songz in the first place? Like, I'm sorry that you were assaulted, but that's literally like walking into a burning building and being like, okay, I'm just going to sit right here. Is everything cool back there? Kitchen looks kind of smoky, but I'm just about to sit right here. Girl, no, the place is burning down. Why are you walking in there? So attractive, violent men are like, women don't, I don't know. I say it all the time. It's the women who need deprogramming, because the men are walking around being who they are. And for some reason, y'all see the good in these motherfuckers. I don't trust them until you prove otherwise. Man says woman shouldn't walk away from their relationship over cheating. Are you going to throw away your whole marriage away just because you're emotional over some sex?
Tired ass, po ass, raggedy ass, slow ass niggas.
This person right here, he's actually a married man. What's his name? Alton or something like that. He has a YouTube channel. Somebody actually married this man. He has the worst takes ever. He's very much a death pill agent and promotes women abandoning themselves to be in relationships with men. He believes that men are the prize. He looks like, y'all know who Alton Daniels, I think that's his name. So let's look at the post, and then I will read some of the comments. Let's listen to what he says. Okay, hold on. Okay. All right, here we go.
Thing that you feeling, let me talk about this cheating thing for a lot of people. The thing that you feeling right now, it'll pass. It'll pass. Think about
what's that thing you're feeling? You're burning piss. Is that what you're feeling? The thing you're feeling, it will pass because he's been giving you an STI or STD because he's cheated on you. You're just too emotional. I can't even let this kind of shit finish. This will pass. Or you dying from something that you can't get rid of. We would hate to see it.
Let me talk about this cheating thing for a lot of people. The thing that you feeling right now, it'll pass. It'll pass. Think about this, ladies, from this perspective, and then think about this, fellas, from this perspective. Ladies, you've been with this man through thick and thin, right? Father of your kid, structuring your household, you've loved on him, all of that. He had a moment of weakness or a couple moments of weaknesses, right?
A couple moments of weaknesses.
From a selfish perspective, are you going to let somebody benefit from all of the things that your husband is now becoming as a result of you being emotional in that one particular moment? Are you going to let your man you going to throw that whole situation, your whole marriage, everything that y'all built and worked for just because you're emotional at that particular moment?
That's not your man. That's not your man.
It seems bigger than what it really is. It's really not. It seems much stronger and much more of an issue than it really is, but it really ain't.
What did I tell you? Somebody telling you to abandon yourself, to abandon your health, to abandon your sense, to abandon yourself is an agent. They are an agent. They are not here for you. They're here to destroy you. They're here to make sure that you are in alignment with feeding a man's ego. I said, world, stop. Black women make up just 13% of the US female population, but account for 50% of all new HIV diagnoses in women. Most contracted from a long-term partner who cheated and lied. Staying isn't loyalty, it's gambling your life. Carry on. If you can throw your marriage away over 10 seconds of pleasure, I can surely walk away for my health and sanity. Go cry to your mammy about it. Nigga, your nose looks like it's attached to your glasses. Shut the entire fuck up. It really does. That's why I was like, he looks like, I don't know what he looks like.
Right now, it'll pass.
Let me go to the Instagram post.
It'll pass. Let me talk about this cheating thing for a while.
Here are the comments. And another thing, men keep pushing marriage and forgiveness after betrayal because it's one of the last places they can still hold power over women. In a patriarchy, if a woman disconnects from a man, especially through marriage, he loses control. That's why they shame you for leaving, even when staying could literally cost you your motherfucking life. Men, please have the same strength you require. Now, if you found your wife doing the same thing, are you going to feel the same way? Be fucking for real. Don't unmute this video, y'all. Here y'all go, allowing anyone to have a microphone. I think them thick glasses are preventing him from seeing the bigger picture. We are not our grandmothers. I cheat back. If he stays, then it's love. Why is audacity free and water isn't? Someone asked him if he allows his wife to get her lick back after he cheats. I'm just curious. Been 2 weeks since I walked away from a 12-year relationship. Trust me, it's not what I wanted for me and my kids, but I got to draw the line somewhere. I'm not doing another 12 years of him playing in my face. That's the thing. Like, I literally feel like for women, a rite of passage is being in a relationship. But that's like a rite of passage, being in a relationship with a man. But it's about how many times are you going to do this? How many times are you going to try to figure out if this is the right person? Like, how many times are you going to do it until you decide, you know what, I'm good. I'll let y'all have them. Let y'all have them. Let the girls have them. Bruh, can we as a community do a solid week where we talk about productive subjects like stocks, financial knowledge, real estate, self-improvement, college degrees that actually pay, trades, and etc.? Y'all not tired of these same topics? I'm telling you, they're not tired of these topics because literally, especially for the Black ones, they have no power anywhere else. Literally, do not have, you can fight me, you can get down in the comment, they don't have, on a social level, they don't have power anywhere else. The only power that they can perform power in is in a romantic, intimate relationship. That's the last place that they will have any semblance of power. That's why when it's time to talk about stats, they're always comparing themselves to women because they don't want to compete with other men. They don't want to overpower other men. They want to overpower you. They want you in a vulnerable position in close proximity to him. When studies show the closer you are in proximity, the more dangerous they are to your life. But women take the risk once, twice, 3, 7 times. How many times are you going to risk your life? And the fact that these men are having unprotected sex with women who you don't know where those women have been, you don't know who those women are having sex with, you have no idea. And for anyone to suggest that you stay in a relationship where somebody put your life at risk is actually insane. No one ever would tell a person, hey, trust your life with the person who risked your life. It's already a risk being in a relationship with them. Now they're increasing the risk by having unprotected sex with other people.
It was gone.
Let me just go in the bush and weep. Let me just go in the bush and weep. I just have to go in the bush and weep. Really.
And you are sitting with your big nose, gonzo, with your big nose, talking about, if just, are you gonna let some woman take your man? That's not her man. That's everybody's man. That's community dick. What are you talking about? Are you gonna let somebody take? And that's where that hoarding comes in, right? We saw that other woman down on talking about her husband cheated on her and is giving a woman $1,000 every 2 weeks. And I'm like, y'all just need to share resources. Y'all not leaving. He's put your life at risk how many times? And you're not going anywhere. He's like literally dangling you off a cliff like this. And you're like, please, I want you to choose me. Don't go with those other women, risking your life, literally risking your life, holding you by your hair And hopefully that glue is tacked on, girl, because he's holding you on by your hair. And if you fall, then what? He's just going to go with the next broad. And you're literally risking your life to be in a relationship with somebody who's risking your life. That doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. You have to love yourself more than you love that man. You have to love yourself more than you desire to be in a relationship with someone. If you desire to be in a relationship with someone, you should be in a relationship where you're not being mistreated, where your life isn't being put at risk. Once you put my life at risk, what kind of trust do you have in that person? Like, they're literally going out having sex unprotected with multiple people. And if that's not what you signed up for, you shouldn't stay there for that. And anybody telling you to stay and hoard resources because you didn't work hard for this, no. You didn't work hard for your life to be put at risk. You didn't work hard to be in a relationship with somebody who can possibly transmit a STD or an STI to you, or HIV. It's not smart. And anyone encouraging you or supporting you and staying with a man who put your life at risk, they don't like you. They just want to see two people in a relationship. A lot of people just think that being in a relationship is the end all, is an accomplishment. They like collecting badges in a relationship, in a relationship, in a relationship. And when do you admit that, oh, these people are actually all socialized the same? You have to find somebody who doesn't lean into their socialization. And that's literally few and far between. You shouldn't spend the rest of your life trying to find somebody to spend the rest of your life with. That's ridiculous. And I don't support that. I don't encourage it. If my daughter or my son came to me and said that somebody was cheating on them, first of all, you don't know what they're doing. And because they're doing something like, under the night, right? Under the darkness of night, they're probably doing some risky stuff as well, because it's like, oh my God, I'm doing something I'm not supposed to be doing. So they just go all the way and do a whole bunch of shit they're not supposed to be doing. If they came to me and said somebody cheated on them, I said, do you love yourself? Yes, I do. Well, then you will love yourself to know that you wouldn't allow somebody to put your life at risk. A woman cheating on you, a man cheating on you, non-binary person cheating on you, they are putting your life at risk. Is it worth it? Is that person worth it? No, they're not. I can guarantee you they're not. And the fact that they think it's okay to stick their raw dicks in a bunch of women is actually insane to me. Because I saw somebody say it the other day. The way these dudes think that they're getting over on women, that's something that's a testament to their manhood. How well can I get over on this woman? How well can I dupe this woman and get her into a relationship with me where now she's the resource that I'm siphoning from? She's the maid, she's the mule, she's the mattress, she's the medic, she's the maitre d', she's the meteorologist. Because the meteorologist has to calm the storm, right? You have to be his peace, right? You have to be, girl, all these things while they run into the house when your child is being kidnapped. And then you have a report, yet another father. So no, we're not going to have talks about productive subjects because men don't feel powerful unless they're dominating another woman. Why not just have an open marriage? I will throw away any relationship for cheating. I would rather be married 10 times and give someone 10 times to play with me. So why get married 10 times? I don't understand. I honestly, when I say I don't understand, it is really like trigonometry to me. It is literally like that lady with all of the formulas rolling around in her head and like looking around like she's confused. Like, that's how I feel when I hear women like who desire to continue to be in these types of relationships. And then you get blamed for it. Oh, you got a bad picker. Every man you pick is bad. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. But you get blamed for it because you chose them. It's not just sex, it's side chicks, mistresses, side babies, STDs. We're not talking about one incident after years of marriage. We're talking about constantly cheating that destroys whole families. Men and women, it's important we understand what is exactly why so many women have lost their honey, because we have people out here trying to normalize cheating like it doesn't cause emotional PTSD, a true psychological condition. What people don't understand is that betrayal stores itself in the body. Then it shifts how a woman speaks, loves, trusts, and shows up. Over time, the trauma hardens her, even when the right man finally comes along. Girl, she's too independent. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as being too independent. That is insane. And for me, I think it's actually a mental illness to depend on a male human being under a system of patriarchy. That is your oppressor. He is not here for you. You might be in relationship, girl. When they start acting foolish, if they have not leaned completely into their socialization, I'm not talking about those men, because I know you got a good man. I know your man is great. But these men and the way that they're socialized is detrimental for all women, and all people who fool with them. They're not socialized correctly. They're not. And the way that you and women, we are socialized to put up with it, to abandon ourselves because we don't want to make some man upset, right? That's why they think they can walk up to you and ask you for your phone number, and you should give it to them, because aren't you happy a motherfucking man is talking to you? Why aren't you smiling? I'm talking to you. You should smile. I'm a fucking man. Don't you want me? Don't you abandon everything about yourself so that I can say hi to you? Don't you get dressed for me? And after you speak to me, now it's an invitation for me to try to holler at you. It's not just a simple pleasantry walking by each other. Now I want to talk to you. Now you've opened the door for me to talk to you. Now you better give me your number, and I'm going to call it while I'm standing here. What is that about? Oh, you trying to act like you threatening me? And if I gave you the wrong number, what you going to do? Fight me? Because you feel entitled to me because you exist? Y'all better tell your boys and your children, just because you exist don't mean that the other person is here for you. Just because you exist doesn't mean people are going to like you. Just because you exist doesn't mean you're entitled to women. Just because they exist doesn't mean they're entitled to you. Just because you buy them a flower doesn't mean that they owe you a piece of their body. And that's the thing. Like that woman said, why just be in an open relationship? Why don't you find a woman to be in an open relationship with? No, because they're the only ones that get to be single in the monogamous relationship. Men don't like non-monogamous. Very few men do not like non-monogamous women, because part of this game and part of the way that you play this game with them is they have to be able to get over on you. That's a testament to their manhood, how well they can get over on these women, how well that they can get women to be more vulnerable and feel safe around them, and then get them in positions that are actually detrimental to their overall health, well-being, financial health, mental health, spiritual health, all of the shit. So let's get into a relationship. That's what this shit is all about. And then I can do what I want to do. And she has been taught that I'm the value in the relationship. So she will put up with it. She, for other people to see, she will actually, as disgusting as I am to her, as horrible as I treat her, she will still throw me in another woman's face. At least I have a man. At least I got one. That's why you don't have a man. You mean like yours?
But keep my husband out of it.
how you be mistreated, how he dogs you out, how he disrespects you,
I mean, you had a lot to say to my husband.
how you the butt of the joke, girl. That's not any kind of man desire. But you have been socialized that it don't even fucking matter. See, I'm so lucky I come around people that actually like. I remember when I was going through it with my son's father, and this older woman at work, Alfreda. I will never forget that lady. She told me she was an older black woman, and we just had conversations. We talk about things, and she was older than me. She told me, no man is better than a piece of a man. And for a lot of women, they hear a piece of a man is better than no man. But this woman said that to me. She said, he is worthless. He's worthless to you as half of a man. He's not showing up. She told me, no man is better than a piece of a man. No man is better than a piece of man. And I've never been a person to believe that being in proximity to a man makes me more valuable. Never, ever, ever, never, never. I have always thought that they were less than smart, especially less than me. Like if I'm a dummy, that motherfucker is an imbecile, an idiot. Okay? I always knew that I was smarter than them. Always. Always. So I never really thought that they were like, oh, I'm gonna throw. At least I have never, ever, ever. I don't even it's trigonometry. I don't get it. I don't understand when, like, even girl, the first thing I just thought about is when Evelyn and Jennifer were getting into it, and then Evelyn was saying something. Jennifer said, "Well, at least I'm married. What about that, girl? What? And who are you married to, girl? You was about to get married to hippie Norman, Tim Norman down there, hipster, the hipster, or the whole hipster who put a hit out on his nephew for a life insurance policy. At least I'm married to a day trading scammer, friend of Dorothy, bunny slipper wearing ass nigga. Yeah, that's what you got. I saw the masthead on the bottom of the damn screen talking about Jennifer Gold. I said, Jennifer, that is not even his last name. Whatever, y'all. Change your last names to whatever you want to change it to, girl. But you running around, you going on an alias, you now running around on an alias? Jennifer Williams kept that man's last name, Eric Williams' last name, and he drew a drink. He threw a drink in her face on national TV. Stop letting these men disrespect you. As soon he threw a drink in your face, and you held on to his last name this entire time. It's the way I would have been down there. We don't even know Jennifer's last name. What is her maiden name? Jennifer Williams. That's Eric Williams. That's his last name she's running around with. This whole time she done held on to that man's name. Shawnee O'Neal, another one. Y'all be holding on to these niggas' last names. Tamra Judge, her last name, her fucking, I don't know if she's changed it, but she's down there still under Barney, under her fucking, on her Twitter. Girl, what? I never understood. Even my mother, she kept my father's last name. I was like, I don't get that. I don't understand it. Why didn't you change your last name back? Oh, it's too hard to do. Now it's too hard to do. But like Risa Tisa, after 3 days, because a nigga changed her tire, she ended up with a nigga in her bed in a spare room, pissing in Gatorade bottles. 3 days she went down there to change her name.
Who are these niggas?
And now she's back in the scene trying to find a husband. Retreats, girl. What the fuck? It's literally trigonometry to me. Find a husband, girl. The Way We Never Were. Go read that book. It will really dismantle all of the fantasies that the patriarchy has built up in your brain, in our brains. It's like when you see the board, then you know how to move. Don't walk into these things. Cheating is not okay. That's somebody putting your life at risk. Never, ever, 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 ever abandon yourself in that way. That is insane to put your body at risk for a person that doesn't even, girl, they're not even related to you. They're not even blood. Now, your children, that's a different story, right? We might risk our lives for our children, to save our children, to help our children, our offspring. Not that man who ran into the house, his child was being kidnapped. He ran into the house. Baby, I would be really reevaluating my relationship with my husband if he was outside with the child and two people came and tried to and kidnapped him. They were successful. You didn't even try to fight. You didn't even pinch the motherfucker. You didn't turn around to try to fight. Yeah, they had a gun, but you're trying to take my child. I don't, girl, what the? We just gonna have to die out this motherfucker. That's crazy to me that he ran into the house. But those are your natural protectors and providers. And everything you've been told about your proximity to them is actually a lie. And people, I'm so glad that people are actually studying human behavior, taking documents and giving us statistics, because otherwise these people will just lie to you, lie to me, lie to we, lie to us, and we would just keep operating under a system of delusion. When you step out of that box and you actually see what the board looks like, you don't want to participate in it anymore. Y'all can play that game if you want to. I'm good. I have an actual choice not to participate. And for those who choose to participate and continue to abandon themselves over and over and over again, I want you to go to therapy. I want you to seek help, because you should not abandon yourselves to be in relationships with people. Period. I don't care what kind of relationship it is. Don't abandon yourself. When you feel like you are abandoning yourself to be in relationship with someone, then it's time to reevaluate it. And it's time to say, what do I want for myself? This is my journey. This is my walk. What do I want for myself? Do I want a man, somebody outside of myself? If I'm going to be harmed, it's because it's something I'm doing, not what somebody's doing to me. You understand what I'm saying? If I'm going to put my life at risk, it's because I'm bungee jumping. You understand what I'm saying? It's not because I'm laying in the bed with somebody. What? No, that's crazy. That's crazy. And when you stop and you get out of your love bubble, your delusional love bubble, then you say, oh, that's why they don't want you to logistically think about and statistically think about and actually sit down and run the numbers. Then you would say, oh, the odds are very low of you not coming in contact with somebody who has been socialized to operate and relate to you in a certain way, and how they're socialized to relate to you is not healthy for you. It's healthy for them, because they say when they're in relationships, they live longer, right? The single women and the married men. The women who take care of themselves are living longer than the women who take care of other people. And those other people are not taking care of them. Those other people live longer because of all of your work, and your life is shortened by it. If my life is going to be shortened by being of service to people, it's going to be reciprocal. It's going to be reciprocal. Oh yes. Oh yes. You're not pouring into things and you operating from an empty vessel. Ugh. That agent Cheyenne Bryant, saying, I'm a vessel, girl. And then she said her dad told her that. Let me tell you something. My father told me the same way. Don't ever deny, when you're in a relationship, don't deny your boyfriend or your partner. Don't deny them. Yeah, like I told you, men, it doesn't matter that your father is in your life. They can be giving you information that does not serve you. A lot of the information when it came to relationships that my father gave me, one thing I can say, the advice that my father gave me about if men are transactional and whatever he does for you, he wants your body in return. That was actually very, very, very good advice. And it actually helped me monitor how and who I had sex with and why I was having sex with those people, right? So that helped me. But he also told me, when you're in a relationship, don't deny your partner sex. That is not right. That's harmful to a woman. For you to say, you should, especially knowing that women are heterosexual women in relationships are the globally are the most sexually dissatisfied group of people. So not only are your life is being shortened, but you're not having satisfying sex. Okay, I gotta go. Like that's crazy. And that's crazy as hell. It's crazy as hell. And then you have to please somebody else. And then your life is short and their lives are increased. Like the woman said, too independent. I'd rather be too independent than have any dependency on a person who is not socialized to relate to me in a healthy way. If you listen to people and how sociologists and people who study human behavior and read these books, get out of the fantasy of the thing. That's why people encourage people to go back to these weird ass relationships, because it's the fantasy of the thing. It's the fantasy. It's like, no, when you actually look at it, the numbers show it actually doesn't benefit you. It doesn't. And the fact that so many people are willing to risk what the numbers say don't benefit you tells me that there's a deep, deep social programming where people are desiring things that with evidence, they still desire it. It's actually amazing when you think about it. It's like you have all of the evidence here and you're still going to do it. Like I said, if I'm gonna risk my life, it's because I'm doing some kind of bungee, I'm doing some kind of, activity, climbing a mountain or something. I don't know. But it's not because somebody outside of me is doing something to me that I can actually control and say, this has to stop. And they don't stop because you stay. And they don't stop because there's gaggles of women out there who are still trying to find an apple. You don't stay with people who cheat on you. Don't stay with people who put your life. Don't stay with.
Think about this, ladies, from this perspective, and then think about this, fellas, from this perspective. Ladies, you've been with this man through thick and thin, right? Father of your kid, structuring your household. You've loved on him.
There's no structure in a household where the person who made a commitment to be in a monogamous relationship is risking the mother of the family is risking her life, because in risking her life, you also put the children at risk. So it's not structured. That's actually, you are actually whittling at the foundation, chopping it like that at the foundation. If you are supposed to be in a committed relationship, see, monogamy is not natural, right? Oh, it's natural. It's not. No, it's not. You are socialized that way. Like I said, you literally have to, like, I feel like a lot of people are just existing and not, it's like literally walking in a cloud, like a cloud is around their head and they're not out of the cloud, because you don't stay, you don't make excuses for somebody putting your life at risk. When you have a commitment and you go out and you're having unprotected sex with people and you bring that back to your home and something happens to the mother, what's going to happen to her children, her offspring? Not only are you putting her physical health at risk, you're putting her mental health at risk, her financial health at risk. So that's not a structured environment. And I'm really sick and tired of this idea that because you have a dick, you're logical and structured. When we see men take their entire families out every day, it's like every day every week we're hearing about a man taking everybody out. I just read a story the other day where a man set an apartment building on fire because he found out his friend was dating his ex-girlfriend. He wanted to kill the other person. He wanted to take them out of here. But then y'all be introducing, when adults can't even wrap their heads, then we introduce as a society children to these types of relationship dynamics before they're even able to think. And then y'all introducing children and y'all can't even get it right. Burn the apartment building down and harm some people because he found out his friend was dating his ex-girlfriend. Then another story, a white boy, he was shopping for a hammer, A girl rejected him. He bludgeoned her with the hammer. A white boy at some school, they caught him. He was like 24 years old. He was some type of athlete. He was and came back, and the girl, I think she was 19 or maybe 21, maybe not between 19 and 21. It was on People, and he killed her. Relationships in relationships, and I just be looking at these stories, and I'm like, this could be avoided, but people desire to be in risky things. I guess you just a risk taker. Like I said, if I'm going to be taking a risk, it's by my own volition, not anyone else's. No, I'm not giving anybody that power at all. No. Mm-mm. Do not listen to people who tell you to stay when somebody has put your life at risk. It's horrible. It's completely horrible, horrible advice. And then to
right now,
and then like
it'll pass. Think about this, ladies, from this perspective, and then think about this, fellas, from this perspective. Ladies, you've been with this man through thick and thin, right?
so
Father of your kids,
so
structuring your household.
that's not structure. Nope.
All of that. He had a moment of weakness or a couple moments of weaknesses, right?
It's not a
From a
weakness.
selfish perspective, are you gonna let somebody benefit from all of the things that your husband is now becoming as a result?
So operate from a place of scarcity.
Are you going to
it's so terrible.
Just you gonna throw that whole situation, your whole marriage, everything that y'all built and worked for, just because you're emotional at that particular moment over some sex? It seemed bigger than what it really is. It's really not. It seems.
And then, like, for him to be having this conversation when the HIV rates, they don't even care. They don't even care. The HIV rates for Black women are insane. While they are going down because some of the girls are waking up, but when I hear about women like that woman who was, I think she's a content creator, her husband was cheating on her, and or boyfriend, husband, I don't care, her partner was cheating on her, and she's pregnant, she's about to have a baby, and she was like, he had sex with like 25 women, and he got online talking about she was immature, putting everybody's life at risk, even the unborn baby, girl. And then the woman said, yeah, we had sex the other night. And then the other woman said, yeah, I think I told him to wear a condom, but I think he took it off. So you're actually about to have a baby with a rapist. That's rape. If you did not know, if a man takes a condom off, because the consent is with the condom, not without. So if I don't consent to you not having a condom on, you have sexually assaulted her. You better tell your sons, you better tell them. You better tell them. They don't even care. They're telling you to put up with cheating while the HIV rates look the way they do. That's somebody who does not care. That's somebody who is not a protector. And the fact that somebody is actually married to this man, and this is his message, this is the message that he's leaving when he dies. This is his message. Women, put your life at risk for men. Don't give it up. Don't throw it away because you got emotional over some sex. Terrible, terrible advice. Anyways, y'all, I gotta go. Take care of each other. Protect yourself. Protect your energy. Peace.